In an election year supposedly defined by the public's anxiety over rising crime and diminishing law enforcement, Los Angeles is on the verge of electing its first abolitionist city council member. Wrap your mind around that one. It even took Eunisses Hernandez, the abolitionist in question, a little while to get over the shock of it. But by the time we spoke late last week, she seemed to understand what had happened in the Eastside race, and, more importantly, why it happened, better than most people. It's all part of what the 32-year-old community activist calls a tidal wave of progressiveness that's washing over L.A. On Friday, Hernandez turned what had been a narrow lead into a likely insurmountable one over incumbent City Councilman Gil Cedillo. In fact, she has already declared victory to represent District 1, which stretches from Highland Park through Elysian Park and Chinatown to Pico-Union. Cedillo has yet to concede. Elsewhere on the east side, labor organizer Hugo Soto-Martinez, who campaigned on having fewer cops and repealing the law that allows the city to remove homeless encampments, has pulled ahead of incumbent City Councilman Mitch O'Farrell in District 13. On the west side, where voters in District 11 tried to recall Councilman Mike Bonin over the proliferation of tents in Venice, civil rights lawyer Erin Darling is in the lead, promising to address homelessness without criminalization and strengthen renter protections. In citywide races, it's much the same thing. For controller, progressive activist Kenneth Mejia was the top vote-getter and faces City Councilman Paul Koretz in a runoff in November. For city attorney, civil rights lawyer Faisal Gill is in the lead after vowing to repeal the city's anti-camping law and enact a pause on prosecutions to evaluate the unacceptably broad charging of misdemeanors. And, in the mayoral race, Representative Karen Bass has pulled ahead of billionaire developer Rick Caruso, with those who voted by mail overwhelmingly choosing her more liberal approach to addressing crime, policing and homelessness. This progressive search has made itself competitive, said Raphael Sonenshein, Pat Brown Institute for Public Affairs. And that's a big deal.